All right, perfect.
GN everyone. Well, this is definitely AG because right now it's just 6:10 over here in New York City. And listen, Moonlight from Ultiverse and Ultiverse Head of the Committee. Very glad to have Sam over here from Jambo. Jambo is our partner, right, with Ultiverse, and we are deeply collaborating with each other. So, Sam, would you like to introduce your role at Jambo and also introducing the project to us? Thank you.
First of all, thank you so much for having me, Moonlight. This is a great opportunity. Just really excited to be here. My name is Sam. I am the head of partnerships at Jambo. I'm also employee number one out of around 120 something now. And so got to wear a lot of different hats as Jambo was starting off, and I'm really excited to share some insights.
Nice. And yeah, I heard a lot of great things about Jambo because there are so many different Web3 apps that we could just use it directly over there and we can mine different tokens, right? And receiving lots of rewards. Do you mind to letting us know what exactly is your product? And if you could share your screen or share the demo of this, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Amazing. So I guess just taking a step back before I dive straight into the Jambo phone. So Jambo actually originated from African region. Jambo actually means hello in Swahili, the most widely spoken language across Africa. But now, fast forward to today, we have completely shattered expansion just inside of Africa. We're now in 122 plus countries. And these Jambo phones, these bad boys, are 99 US dollars. And what's special about these phones are that it is specs are comparable to that of an iPhone 11. And so what that basically means is most of the applications out on Google Play can be run on our phone. A lot of those D-app games such as Matrix Fire, games from Ultiverse, they can all run perfectly on our phone. And so right now, our largest markets are Southeast Asia, Asia in general, APAC region, followed by Africa, followed by Latin America. And so we're basically building out the Web3 mobile infrastructure for emerging markets. Yeah. And so I guess to show you guys what comes inside of the Jambo phone, very simply put, imagine you are a 18 or 19-year-old kid from one of these places I just mentioned, and you finally get a Jambo phone. Now, something important to realize here is a lot of the users buying these phones, it might not just be their first time entering crypto. It might actually be their first time even getting a smartphone. Now, once you open the phone, it's what's inside that's special. It comes pre-installed with some of the best applications in Web3 and Web2. And all of these applications have partnered directly with Jambo. Now, you might be wondering, Sam, okay, pre-installation play, what's the catch here? Is it a crypto phone? Well, look, we're not just a hardware play. We're also a software play. So what comes pre-installed, most importantly, is our Jambo app. Now, what's special about Jambo app? High level, two things included inside the app, Jambo Play and Jambo Wallet right here. And so what's special about Jambo Play is we have tried to tackle the issues of the duopoly of Google Play and iOS, right? And so if you guys don't know what that means a lot of Web3 applications have a difficult time listing their application on Google Play stores or iOS stores, meaning less reach to regions such as emerging markets, right? So we've basically combined our own D-app Play Store with a questing platform in one. That is Jambo Play. So if you look here, you can see our partners, Matrix Fire, Injective, you saw here. And because it's merged with a questing platform, not only can you discover our partnered applications, but you can actually go in and you're incentivized to go check it out, right? And so why is this important? If you zoom out, right, how do you onboard this 18-year-old into crypto? Let's say they don't have a phone. How do you onboard a user into Web3 that previously did not know what crypto was? Well, what we discovered was this. When we first started out in Africa, Jambo was trying to fix a few issues. So what we saw was Africa is a continent of 1.4 billion people. Okay, by 2050 or something like that, most of the world's population will be from Africa. But the average age in Africa is 19. What this means is they have the most young, hungry, Gen Z, ready to leapfrog the continent aged people, excited about new tech, new opportunities that are basically half of the continent is super young, right? And so what this means is now, instead of just, trying to find crypto online, we found that 50% of Africa has already smartphones and 450 million 4G users, right? And now pair that with some of the issues we are trying to fix, which is cross-border payments, remittances. Right now, there's no way if you're from Morocco, you can't send money to someone from, let's say, Ethiopia, right? Unless you're in crypto already. Now, that's one of the issues we can fix. 57% of Africa is unbanked, meaning they don't have access to bank accounts. They have no way to store or send their money. And so we can basically fix all of these issues by a $99 phone. So you give them a phone with $99, the opportunities and the tools to be able to earn. And so, like I said, in the Jambo app, users can now play games, earn, do complete quests, earn, and everything they earn stored in their multi-chain wallet. Currently, the Jambo wallet supports 4 chains with many more being built out. We have Solana, Ethereum, Aptos, Polygon, and way more to come. And I guess one alpha I can drop about the Jambo phone is people are like, hey, Sam, so the Jambo app seems to have the same exact functionalities as someone who has a Jambo phone. What's the difference? Well, the simple answer is if you connect your Jambo phone to your Jambo app, there's a quest up in the Jambo app, we can identify that you are an owner of a Jambo phone. Then you'll be eligible for a lot of the rewarding campaigns that, if you looked at the Solana saga with this bonk airdrops, right, we could do something similar. So that's some incentives, some insider info there for you guys. If you guys want to grab a Jambo phone, just check out jambophone.xyz, and you guys can grab one there.
Interesting. So can people just buy it from your website and then get it everywhere over the world and use it anywhere from the world?
Yeah, so like I said, you can buy that jambophone.xyz. A little bit of another hint is we will eventually be coming to you guys live with real retail stores. So that is all in the roadmap. It is coming soon. But currently, the only way to get the phone is on jambophone.xyz. We have sold 400,000 units since January 11th of this year. What that means is we have effectively sold and distributed the most Web3 crypto phones ever in the history of crypto. So we are currently leading the Web3 mobile infrastructure. Yeah.
Do you like to share the secret recipe? How did you achieve the goal? Just start to sell earlier this year in January, and this is just the middle of the year, right? And you really sold a lot.
Yeah, first we have 2 amazing founders, right? Let's just zoom out here. I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a history of how Jambo came to be here today. We started off in Africa, not because we were a couple of Asian people just like, hey, this is a great idea, let's go into Africa. No. So co-founders Alice and James, they're siblings. They're 3rd generation African Chinese from the Congo, the DRC, the most dangerous African country in Africa, right? And possibly the world. Anyways, they grew up there, 3rd generation. They've seen it all, right? They know how emerging markets works out there. Now, a little bit about Alice and James. They're just, first of all, they're my mentors. They're my homies. They're my family. But Alice, she is the Giga brains, the stealth operator behind Jambo. James is the charismatic leader who gets all of us together. And their background is super special, right? So Alice used to run a very influential multifamily office. James used to run the crypto side of it. And so they were very early into crypto and always wanted to do something for the continent of Africa and for the people in emerging markets, right, that have faced similar issues in Africa. And so, if you take a step back, they basically turned from investor to operator a few years ago now, since in the inception of Jambo. And not only through their connections, we were able to raise $37.5 million. So we have some of the best backers in the space. We have Paradigm, we have Coinbase, Tiger Global, Delphi Digital, Folius, Hashed, and we have a lot more on our cap table. Might be the most stacked cap table in Web3. Not that that's important, but that's how we started. We raised everything by showing people issues. And I think if you zoom out even further, right, the entire space of crypto. If you look at the entire space of crypto right now, I would say most of the people are building for the wrong people, right?
Yeah.
What I mean is, how are people being onboarded onto crypto today? When was the last time you heard someone being onboarded into crypto without, oh, yo, you can 1,000 extra money here, right? But is that really what the use case of crypto was, to kind of, gamble and try to make some more earnings? Now, I'm not saying like, doing these things are bad, because I do it every day. But my point is, the real use case of crypto is actually for emerging markets, right? Cross-border payments, banking the unbanked, remittances, tackling inflation issues. And for a lot of people, they might not even have a job. So actually, one of our most famous lines now is, you have a Jambo phone, you have a job. The reason we made this line is because every Friday is when all of our users who have completed the quest, they get paid out then, right? And so now, zooming out, since our launch, what made it successful, right? I mean, number one, all credit due to the founders, all credit due to our backers, investors, angels, friends, right? And now, most importantly, our partners. So to this date, we have 50 partners. And because of those 50 partners, that's how we're able to get all of these traction, right? We have gaming partners such as Ultiverse, right? One of our biggest partners. We have Matrix Fire, we have Mystic Games, we have Sleepagachi. Now on the side of like wallets, we have the greatest stacked L1 partners, right? Not just L1s, but many different types of wallets, right? We have the Aptos, Petrol wallet, we have Injective, Ninja wallet, right? We have Sense, and we have a lot more partnerships coming our way. And each of these people have their own communities. Now, like I said, because we're building for the wrong people, what you can think of Jambo is, these phones will basically help to onboard all the people that need the tech of crypto to the world of crypto that's already been building, right? So imagine all these people, you guys are just building for a very saturated market. Think about it. 90% of all stablecoin transactions were by bots. Just think about that, right? That means crypto is being used for the wrong thing right now. We need to be helping people, be able to use the tech for good. Now, I'm just gonna, kind of go a little bit more off tangent here. For me personally, I really do not like, when my friends who aren't in Web3, for example, and they're like, "Oh, Sam, I heard you're doing Jambo. Oh, Sam, oh, you're the crypto guy now, huh?" Okay, well, look, a lot of people have a bad connotation when it comes to crypto, when it comes to Web3. And I honestly don't like being in this industry for one of those reasons, right? But you know what I think? I think if we can partner with some of the hottest projects, the greatest projects that are actually building something real, and put them on the phone, put them in our app, get the people who actually need the tech of crypto, Jambo and the partners who have partnered with Jambo, we can change the entire narrative of crypto to the people who are not in crypto. Let's stop talking about the FTX crash. Let's stop talking about Three Arrows. Let's stop talking about Luna Terra. Let's focus on the good things crypto can do for these people who really need it, right? So if people start making money playing games, Web3 games, people created a wallet account, shared it on social media, they're making a couple dollars here and there, right? Now you can not only pay off your $99 phone, but you can continue to earn. And so this is like a whole beautiful earning ecosystem, right? It's a win-win situation. All the hardworking builders from developed nations will get the newest of users who need the tech, right? All these new users will not only become educated in crypto, they will become wealthier. They will become smarter and more sophisticated and become crypto native and use the tech for what I think was intended for. Yeah.
Got it. How about let's take on security issues, because we have heard a lot of different stories, right? Especially recently from various exchanges, like from Binance, OKX, or other exchanges, that they all had users claim because they download certain malware, right, or fake apps, so they lost their assets, and that's like millions of dollars worth of assets just lost within hours or minutes, right? So how do you make your users trust the product that you provide to them are secure enough to protect their assets, that all the building apps are also secure enough? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. I think security is a big issue in this space and definitely needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing that we have really been focused on is, of course, we are a platform, but we are not just onboarding anybody, right? We do our homework. We know who's building something real, right? We know who has great security, right? And so, um, I don't think I'm the right person to just publicly speak about the security of, our app or Jambo. But what I can tell you is we are an onboarding platform. We are bringing the most secure, the most well-backed projects that already have millions of users, right? And some may not have millions, but they are up and coming. And so we do our homework to make sure all the projects that are available on the Jambo app, hardware side from our factories, everything is secure as it can be, right? Now, I don't want to be on here live and just say like, hey, we're going to be the most secure. Fingers crossed, hopefully nothing happens, but we are doing our best to make sure that all of the funds, all of the earnings that you guys are getting from our platform is nice and secure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And earlier you just mentioned about that, Sam. You say the users, when they get the Jambo phone, they are kind of like getting a job because they could receive rewards every Friday, right? Where are the price from?
Yeah. So actually, the prizes are mixed from both Jambo and from our partners. So
Mm-hmm.
if you look at some of the rewarding campaigns that we have had going on, such as Gui on Aptos or Maltai from Solana, and Fire tokens from Matrix Fire, these rewarding campaigns are only available to users who have a Jambo phone and have connected their Jambo phone to the Jambo app, right? But that does not mean people with just the Jambo app do not have rewards. They actually still have enough rewards on the app itself without any airdrops or rewarding campaigns to be able to eventually save up enough to even buy a Jambo phone. So, yeah, in terms of rewards, we're never going to stop. We're going to keep onboarding more and more dope projects and bringing more and more rewards and bringing more and more traction to people who need the tech. Yeah.
So is it kind of like an exchange because Jambo could bring new users and real users to the project, and in exchange the project promise to provide rewards to the users.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's many different things you can kind of compare Jambo to, right? Because we actually have our own Play Store, we have our own questing platform, we have our own wallet, and now we have our own Web3 phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have the most distribution of these phones. So I think as we expand, right, we're never going to limit ourselves. Like, for example, we didn't start off thinking inside the box, trapping ourselves and saying, hey, we're just going to be on one chain forever. Like, no, we understood that to get mass adoption in emerging markets, you need to be able to work with a lot of different types of people, right? And it's a win-win situation for everybody. So I think there is really no downside at all to just, be working with Jambo or, being on our phones or anything like that.
I see. And as we know that Solana was actually the very first project team to push out cell phone in the Web3 space, right? How do you compare Jambo Solana cell phones? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, super love the Solana Foundation, love the super team, love the Solana Saga team. Have nothing but respect for that community, for all the products they've been building. We're actually working very closely with the Solana team, actually, and we will be present on June 20th to 22nd in Malaysia for the Solana Summit. So
Oh.
if you guys are there, please make sure to stop by. But just going back on that topic is that Solana Saga, I will say, started to fix the issue with the duopoly of Google Play and iOS, right? They
Mm-hmm.
were iOS and Google Play very unfriendly to crypto applications, charging an arm and a leg to just be on there with rev share, etc., right? And so by creating their own crypto phone, they could have their own crypto D-app marketplace on the phone, etc., right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that is very good for developed nations, people who are already crypto native, right? And I think they were targeting a very great purpose for what they saw was needed. I think for Jambo, right, Jambo's phones, I think our main goal is actually distribution. So I think the biggest difference between the Solana Saga and the Jambo phone is that Solana Saga is let's say $500 plus, right?
Right.
And the Jambo phone is 99 US dollars. And so what that just means is if you just look at data, right? If you look at Africa, for example, less than 1% of all phones in Africa are iPhones. Now, why is that? I think one big reason could be price point, right? Price point. The average monthly salary in a lot of these places are $200-300, if that. And so and they have expenses every day. And so to save up for $1,000+ phone, it might not be doable. So what we realized is we want to give them an affordable phone, a $99 phone, has a specs comparable to that of an iPhone 11, and bring them the opportunity. So like the whole idea here is, right, we're not trying to give a man a fish. We're trying to teach a man how to fish, right? So we're equipping them with the right skills, the right abilities. And yeah, I mean, I think Solana Saga came out first. I'll be completely honest. When Solana Saga first came out, I was a little bit disheartened because of all the hate towards the phone. But after the bonk airdrop, I think a lot of things turned, and the bonk airdrops ended up, covering the price of the phone, right? And so I think just looking at what Saga did for the industry, they actually paved kind of some of the way for us as well. We definitely were not looking at them. We're definitely looking at anybody who's launching a phone, anyone who's doing something similar to what we're doing in this space. And so we were able to, learn from what Solana Saga was doing and try to do good for the emerging markets.
Nice. And do you have the data to show, like, on average, how much rewards could each users on average they get weekly if they complete of the quest on your phone?
Yeah, so the reward pool, if you think about it, it will start changing as we expand, right? But what I can tell you is you can pay off your Jambo phone with all the rewards inside. And the rewards, after this Binance Live session is over, we might have more rewards because we're just calling with more businesses, right? More partners. And so the more partners we onboard, the more rewards will be available for the users. The more rewards there are, the more users they will attract, and then those users will go to all of our partners, right? And so it's a win-win situation, earning ecosystem. Let's go to the moon together.
So eventually users can just pay off, right, their phone by participating.
Actually, as of right now, you can already pay off your phone if you complete all the quests. Like, let me show you. If you go to our Jambo app, I have two Jambo phones. Let me show you something. Yeah, if you go to the Jambo app, for example, you can see here, just from completing Jambo quests, which are like social quests, right? Like, hey, do the Jambo unboxing challenge. Hey, do the welcome to Jambo's community challenge. Now, if you look here, you can earn up to 76 USDC just from Jambo quests. And earn 17.9 thousand Jambo points. Now, Jambo points, what are those? Now, those will equate to after we TGE, right? Now, I don't want to say too much on this, but try to accrue a lot of Jambo points, and your life might change. And yeah, so just from Jambo alone, without any partners, we already covered the cost of the phone.
Nice.
Right. And then on top of that, if you go here with more quests, Matrix Fire is offering up to 10 USDC, 30 Jambo points, Sleepagotchi 3, Aptos 37, right, with 357 Jambo points. So if you just do the simple math on the 4 things I showed you, that already covers the cost of the Jambo phone. Yeah.
And do you mind if we ask when the TGE will be happened? Because today is exactly the day of our Ultiverse TGE. So,
by the way, congratulations. I think TGE is like one of the most, your heart is going to be pumping types of moments. So, I got to give you kudos for doing this Binance Live session with me when your token is about to come up. But actually, I would love it if you could share a little bit more about how that process has been and what you're excited about when it launches.
Wow, this has been a long journey because I joined Ultiverse about 2 years ago, and I started to work as a moderator, and all the way up to become head of community, and also I actually personally handle this channel on Binance. I've been in less than 2 years. We have actually today we are going to reach 400,000 followers, and they are all verified by Binance KYC and Face ID. So they are all real. There are no bots at all, zero bots. And today we might also hit 45 million likes for our AMA sessions as well. So within these past 2 years, all the departments are working together, right? Just like you say, you probably covering for partnership like BD, right? And we also have marketing, we have operations, of course, product and tech, right? All are very important, working together for 2 years without any weekends, without holidays, without New Year break, without Christmas, without Thanksgiving, and sleepless nights, right? For example, you know that I stay up all night long because I was waiting for the TGE moment to boom. Yeah, so it's kind of like,
Hey, I
yeah.
think 2 years without any weekends and sleep. I gotta talk to Jimmy real quick. I mean, I don't. Jimmy has been mistreating his employees. I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
no,
Well,
you
because
know,
for me, this is not just a job. This is definitely not a job. Yeah, this is a goal.
what is it?
This is a
It's a
goal.
goal.
Yeah, this is a goal, a
Okay.
target, something that I wanted to achieve. I told myself earlier this year that Moonlight, before the end of the second quarter, Ultiverse Live need to reach 400,000 followers and over 45 million likes. That's my goal. So I just keep, pushing it. And that, of course, also we need to collaborate all of the department because I string our products, our games, right, our ecosystem games like MetaMerge, BAC, and also Ultipilot. Maybe we already launched Ultipilot on Jambo, right? So people could earn rewards over there. So yeah, and without our product team and our tech teams to build those games, how could we have some content, right, to share? And also we have our BD, right, our CMs to connecting us with different projects and come to our live sessions and conducting AMAs. So it's everyone's work together, and this is definitely not just a job for me. This is a target that I really wanted to achieve it, and when I set a goal, I wanted to make it happen.
Wow, you guys heard that. I mean, hey, look, this is why Ultiverse is one of our largest partners. Moonlight has always been working. She's always insta responding. Even today, right before this, I was like, hey, so are we good to go for this? And it was
Yeah.
like 2 p.m. my time, right? But she's in New York. I'm in Japan right now. So it's like, it's like way past midnight for her, but she was not sleeping. She was still like, yep, all good to go, set up. And, I got to give props to people who, not just like to work for the heck of it, but have a goal, And so similar to the people at Jambo, we have that same exact type of tenacity, type of vision. So, we like to also work with the like-minded people. So nothing but props to you guys. I wish you guys nothing but the success on your TGE. So we'll keep a close eye out on it. And by the way, just wanted to explain for those people who may not know the partnership between Jambo and Ultiverse is that Ultiverse is going to be onboarding a lot of new games, mobile games to the Jambo phones. And also Ultipilot will soon be available on Jambo Play. And we are going to be doing a lot more marketing initiatives. As you can see, we're doing a Binance live session, and just stay tuned and see what more exciting things are going to come your way.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sam, for joining us. And before we wrap up, I know it's a quick session. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to share with us?
Well, what I can tell you is this, right? I think I already told you guys a little secret. We're going to be having retail stores coming soon in certain regions. Cannot disclose the timeline or the exact location, but we're going to be having that. So that's actually super exciting news for our partners, because now what we can do is we can give you guys a little space inside these retail stores, right? Now imagine when you go to a conference having a booth, how much does that booth cost, right? And it's just for 2-3 days. Now imagine having something inside these stores all year round. So trying to do good to our partners who believed in us early before we even had all these crazy phone sales, and we're just getting started, right? But the other thing is there are going to be a lot of dope things coming our way. One thing I'll say is look to the Solana ecosystem. There's going to be a lot of things happening there. Another thing is there's going to be a lot of dope rewards coming our way. There's a lot of deep in things in the works. And that means a lot more opportunities for users, which means more users will join. And if there's more users, that means there's more users for all of our partners as well. So yeah, I mean, I just want to say shout out to all of our supporters, all of our partners, all of our friends. We have nothing but love, respect. We're just trying to do something good for the world with this tech. And hopefully you guys believe in our vision and join us. And yeah, if you have a great project that you want to, onboard onto the Jambo phones, into the Jambo Play Store, just hit me up on Telegram or reach out to Moonlight. Yeah, and my Telegram handle is Jambo Sam. Very simple. Don't no spam messages, please. But yeah, we'll be happy to discuss any partnerships and see what kind of synergies some projects I may not have heard about are out there. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, Sam, for joining us today. Yeah, I really wanted to own a Jambo phone right now. Okay, thank you.
I'll get you one in person in New York next time I see you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. My younger brother will love it. Thank you. And yeah, have a great rest of the day. Let's keep in touch and definitely come back again when there are more additional major updates that you want to share with our community members over here on Binance Live.
Hey, Moonlight, you're the best. Keep an eye out on that TGE, and I can't wait to hear even better news. Let's run this back again when we have more updates.
Sure.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. I'm going to end our backstage right now. And thank you so much, Sam. Let me play our ending video over here. Let's go. Thank you. All right. Some music.